Hello and welcome back, Squirrel Nation. Welcome to today's video. To begin, thank you to all of our members. I really appreciate your support. And for today's video, we are just going to be diving into rank. I'm just kind of climbing my way towards Queen, so I think we're like 50 points away now. And at the same time, I'm just getting a feel for the new patch. So this video will probably focus on my feelings for the new patch. I've been trying a lot of the different builds, knights, dragons, mages, assassins, feather, trying it all. I even tried 4 Cave Clan last game with the 4 Cave Clan for Marine. So I've been giving everything a pretty good feel, and I felt like I can give my opinion now, and it will have some value to it. The main thing, actually, interestingly, after the last patch that I think is the most impactful is the new reroll mechanic. And I think a lot of people probably ignored it, including myself. And the way that mechanic works is basically after level 5, if you don't buy a piece that shows up in the shop, then that piece will stop showing up for you. And the reason that matters so much is it's not as good as it used to be if you were a flexible player. So I used to be a very flexible player, and what I mean by that is I would hold my bench, I would set up for multiple different comps, right? I'd set up for maybe a dragon mage, and I might at the same time set up for some sort of like goblin comp, right? But now, if you do that, you're actually hurting yourself because you're going to keep getting a large variety of pieces when actually what you want to do is be focusing on getting your one really strong composition. So that was something I had to definitely adjust in my play in this new update, new patch. And I think for a lot of you, if you haven't considered the new shop mechanic, it's definitely something you need to focus on. Okay, so we do have a pulse staff, which I almost always take if I have it. And now we need to decide what we want to go for. Based on our shop and based on our start pieces, I'm probably going to go for some sort of knights because I did hit my evil knight. And on that, we're going to kind of go for our position. Put the pulse staff on the defector just because that's a piece I zero care about selling. So to my point, what I would have done here is I would have been buying stuff based on what I want. And actually, I should have leveled, to be quite honest, and I should have put in the defector, but I'm getting distracted talking. Anyways, I would have bought stuff here, right? I would have bought the water elemental. I would have bought the ogre mage because I would have been trying to target a mage comp. I might have been trying to build a mage comp while I'm trying to build a knight comp. Here now, there is a punishment if you do that because... So here, if I don't buy this ogre mage is going to stop showing up. I'm not going to see an ogre mage again. And that is really what I mean by the importance of the new shop. So we're going to set up like this. And sorry, you can see I'm getting some of that lag still. But anyways, so I'm not going to pick that up. If I get a pulse staff, I normally would go for mages, but I haven't got the big nice mage like a Thunder Spirit or Flame Wizard, whereas I did get the Evil Knight, so I'm going to just target a Dragon Knight comp, which I think is probably one of the best comps that I've had in terms of just consistency. So we will hope that way. And in this case, I'm just going to keep rejecting things that don't fit into that, and if I have to lose streak, I lose streak into it. Not a big deal. The new shop also impacts lose streaking. I feel like you're a lot better off now if you lose streak and you're being very selective about the units you buy, because you can... It's a lot easier to get to your end comp. And there we go. So we get the other big piece I would be actually worrying about would be my Argali Knights. So now we got the main pieces. I'm definitely going into Dragon Knights. I still leave the comp open in that I could go for a Garrus. I could go for Glacier if I wanted. But so those, when the pieces come, we can make the evaluation. But otherwise, I'm not going to touch pieces. Once again, I'm not going to grab the Dwarf Sniper. I'm not going to grab all that other stuff because if I grab it, it means that I'm going to see it again. And actually, the Dwarf Sniper I might grab. You know what? I might grab that because if we can get the Umbra, I might go for the three hunter, Knight, Dragon. So that I will actually grab. Also, it lets me switch something a little bit stronger than this Frost Winter Chimera. There we go, we hit Venom, beautiful. So, at this point, I think I'll switch something like this. And Defector's probably on his way out. And I could actually, you know what, Defector is on his way out because I want to put the Pulse Staff on Door Sniper. Door Sniper's unlikely to stay in my comp, so I'll put it there for now. Also, if I do go for the comp where the Door Sniper would be left in my team composition, then it's just unlikely. It's not a comp that I would plan on doing, and hopefully it can help me not lose as badly here. Just to keep our health up, get the one more kill. Yes, okay, nice. And another weird thing about this is I've actually started scouting a lot less in my recent games because of the new mechanic. I'm just kind of coasting along with the game I'm spending a lot more focus on what team composition I'm going to go and rejecting the right pieces in my shop. So I spent a lot more time thinking about what heroes were in my shop the previous rounds and how to increase my probability of getting the team composition I want. So that is definitely a really big difference between the patches. Flame Wizard, I'm tempted. I could also go for some sort of mage, like mage, dragon, knight type of variant, since we aren't seeing the other stuff either, and we're also not getting the Garrus. But once again, if I get it, then my 3 costs, which I want to get Argalian Hell Knight, are going to be watered down by Flame Wizard. So I'm actually going to reject. I'm actually going to reject the Flame Wizard also. Here we go. Same thing here, Fortune Teller, I'm going to reject it because the 3 costs that I want to make sure the shop is biasing towards is my Argali and my Evil Knight. I don't really plan to go towards Glacier, so we will just stick with this. Here I'm thinking if I level, I don't think I'm going to because it messes up. I get less economy, I'm lose streaking anyways, and you know, I've been losing, and I'd only be putting in a 1-star Chimera, so it's not that appealing. If I would have hit a 3rd dragon, maybe I would have went for it, but that's probably it. One other thing is about, and man, this lag is, I don't know what's up. So another thing about it, the E-Ranger, so it can hurt you also early game because, like, for instance, I'm not seeing the E-Rangers because I believe I rejected them twice early game, and that's why. So thankfully, I do see one now, so I will definitely grab that. And here we can start making some decisions. We get to our 4 knights, which is nice. And I'm trying to think if I want, yeah. Okay, this is the rock golem, so it doesn't really matter. But the dwarf sniper, I kind of want to switch. I kind of want to switch out the dwarf sniper. I could have went to 30 gold, got my pulse staff back. But if, say, I get an Umbra next round, we're going to be in a pretty nice spot, and I would regret selling my dwarf sniper, so I'll hold on to it. Here we go. Looking at our items. Items, nothing too special here. So I think we can make a cleave. Cleave. There we go, and we hit the Umbra. Okay, cool. So throw that in, and now I will level. Or I pull out, now we'll level. So we do a little of that. Now we got to our preliminary knights, and I want to be getting in my... I can sell the Frost Knight, and I'll be wanting to get in my other dragons. Obviously, I would prefer a Dragon Knight instead of Winter, but Venom I could definitely keep for quite a while. So we are getting close to... We're getting close to honing in on the comp that I would like. Health is still okay. It's not super great or anything, but it's tolerable. I think I'm actually going to sell the Winter to get the gold, because, like I said, Winter's not optimal in this comp anyways. if I put it in, it's literally just to get 3 dragons. It's not something that I would be building up really anyways. Here we go. Take it, take it. Here's another thing. I would have used to have grabbed Lightblade to keep my options open if I wanted to go towards like six knights potentially, but in this case, I'm not going to do that because I'm pretty solid on what comp I'm going for at this point. I'm either going for 4 Agaris, 4 Knight, or I'm going to go for 4 Knight, 2 Agaris, 3 Hunter. And either way, I want to mix in dragons. So I mean, that's I'm pretty locked into one of those compositions, and there's really no need for me to grab the Lightblade and dilute my 2 cost units. There we go. We get that. 2 costs, beautiful. We get our Shining Dragon, which is better than the Winter, so get rid of the Winter. From here, I think we're going to start trying to go for some wins now. And we can do this. And I actually want to mix it up like so. So there we go. Drop down to 2 Knight, but our synergies are pretty strong for mid-game, and now we're going to try to switch out of lose streaking and switch into win streaking. So let's see how this goes. The person we're fighting is last place, so it looks like we should be beating them. And hopefully from here we can keep getting our 2 stars and keep moving on up and stabilize, and yeah. So there, I was thinking between the Evil Knight or the Umbra, but I think the Umbra is a little bit stronger now. So, and the dragons are more heavily contested, so I will go for that. Normally you would do the Door Sniper, but once again, I don't really plan to keep the Door Sniper. I probably am going to switch it out for a Siren to bring some CC. I could stick with the Door Sniper if I can get it start up, but the fact that I'm still having issue leveling it up is kind of turning me off to Door Sniper. Okay, we win, so I will sell my E-Ranger there. And basically, if I can get Dragon Knight, that would be great. We'll get that in, and then I would also switch in my fourth Knight and drop the Hunter. Here we go. Unfortunately, I'm not hitting the Evil Knight and the Argali, and that's actually part of that's because I grabbed the Umbra and I grabbed the Dwarf Sniper. So that's where the diluting your hero pool is punishing now because of the new shot mechanic. There we go. Very nice engage. Very, very nice engage. Let's scout. This is like when I'm starting to scout a little just to kind of see what we're going against. So we're going against some assassins. Knights match up well, especially if I can get my Dragon Knight buffed up. Well, one, if I can get a Dragon Knight and buff it up. We do have the other knights in the game, or the other dragons in the game, to be expected. And I'm looking, other thing is mage. I only see one kind of mage. It doesn't look like anybody's really strongly going into mage. Mage as a comp, I would say, I've been seeing less of it. So now in this case, we could think about actually taking an Umbra to 3-star. Here is another really great example of where you have to make different type of decisions. It's easier to get a 3-star Umbra, but I'm still looking for an Argali and I'm looking for an Evil Knight, which are both 3 costs. So if I take this Umbra, then the game's going to keep giving me Umbras, and it's lowering the probability of me getting my Evil Knight and Argali Knight. So at this point, I think me getting a 2-star Evil and Argali is much more important than me trying to start to build towards a 3-star Umbra. So those are the new type of decisions you have to make because of the shop mechanic. And here we go. This person is 2nd place. Okay, so our team is strong. I'm not sure we beat 1st place still, but we are strong. And 2nd place, you can see, beat us from their point of view. So And Warrior Goblin, lots of 2 stars. We basically just beat him because we're up in level. Here is, do we want to tempo? Or do I keep going? I think nobody else seems to be leveling, and I would like to try to keep my streak, and I would also like to hopefully be able to get access to my Dragon Knight and a Soul Reaper. Dragon Knight or Soul Reaper are both really big upgrades for me. Soul Reaper will give me 4 Garrus, and Dragon Knight just will be my damage carry, so the quicker I get it, the better. And as soon as I get one of those, I will be dropping my Dwarf Sniper. Highly likely dropping my Dwarf Sniper. And that was first place. Cool. So leveling definitely paid off there. We barely won, so that was great. And we also, just here we go. E-Rangers. Econ up, and I will be trying to go to level 9 most likely. And if I go to level 9, then I'll be able to keep my 3 Hunter, so I would actually keep Dwarf Sniper at that point. Item-wise, we already have a Pulse. I don't really need it. Something I do want, if there's a mage, is I want a Python, and there is a mage player. Dragon Mage. They also, okay, no Pulse Staff on their Tortola, thankfully. But the mages tend to be what give me issue when I go for this Dragon Knight build, so a Python Hammer, or Python, whatever it's called, is definitely in the card, so I want that Life Crystal most likely. The Cleave, I could make it, but, with what I'm going with right now, the Cleave is not some super great thing, because I'd be putting it, what am I going to put a Cleave on, is basically the question. We don't even have our Hell Knight buffed up at all. And otherwise, out of my items, I could make the Magic Resistance Cloak, but that doesn't really seem that great either, to be honest. So my items are not that great. I'm just gonna sit. We're just gonna wait. There's nothing that's like immediately awesome that I want, so there we go. We are starting to go. We did go from that lose streak. We're now on a 5-game win streak. So our tempo, our decision making, I'm very happy with so far. And it's just going to come down to, can we get those access to the legendaries? Can we get our full synergy? Is at this point where the game is coming to. And there we go. We hit our 2 stars. Beautiful. We will level, and like I said, I'm going to start leveling towards 9. So yeah, this game, so far I'm very happy with the way this game went. I don't think we had a super strong early game, but we definitely recovered in mid-game because we accepted the bad early. We rode a lose streak. We were very decisive about what units we were going to pick up. So we firmly committed to a team composition, and then we didn't buy heroes outside of that team composition. Every time we're making a choice about the heroes to buy, what costs they are, we're being very cognizant of what our late game team comp is going to look like. Wow, I am just getting the same things over and over. That is, ugh. Especially when they're things that I don't really need in my team composition. Anyways, we're going to level. Here, yep, I am just going to level. We'll do a little reroll, see if we can hit anything juicy. There we go. And it is worth it. Get that, get that. Here we go. So what I want to do is like this, maybe. And we're basically looking for that Dragon Knight now. The Umbras, I'm kind of tempted to grab now, because now I could see myself going for 3 stars. So I'm actually going to grab those. We did lose our streak, unfortunately, and it was to a mage. So I probably should have made the cloak off of this one right here, because of just based on what things are dropping. Dracula Mask. Okay, meh. Meh, not really that necessary. And I would love to hit my Dragon Knight. Here, I want to stay above 30. I don't think I super need to panic yet. Unfortunately, I don't have like a great target for my cloak. I think I'm actually going to put it on Umbra because one, it's going towards 3-star, and two, it's going to be kind of in the middle of my team. So most of my stuff should get shield, which is what I want. The problem if I put it on Door Sniper is most likely my frontline carries aren't going to benefit from the magic shield. So here we go. This person is below me in the ranking, so hopefully we're beating them. It looks like we're not, though. They got that druid power spike, so that is not good. We will sell our E-Ranger to keep our gold above 30. And here we are to the end. The YOLO or not is coming up. There we go. And at this point, I am going to go for it a bit hard because I want to hit my core stuff. And we already got the 2-star. I really, really, really want that Dragon Knight. We'll stop here. Okay, so Dragon Knight, get our 2-star Reaper, but honestly, it's just Dragon Knight. If we don't get the Dragon Knight, we're in really rough territory, because that's holding me back from my 4-Knight synergy, which is just going to add up my tankiness. So not being able to hit that is really hurting us right now. I'm being disciplined about my 4 costs. I mean, I'm only buying a Soul Reaper, so it's not like I've diluted it. Also have a 20% chance, so I think I'm doing everything I can do to try to hit a Dragon Knight, and if I don't hit it, I mean, there's not too much else I can do about it. Just kind of comes down to luck sometimes. Here we go. Okay, so we do hit that. I'm not going to go for multiple 3-stars. Nope. Nope, please. Ugh, okay, well, we do get an Umbra. And items. I guess at this point we need to just start going for stuff. Get it on our Soul Reaper. Soul Reaper is quite nice with a Pulse Staff. Just gives your team a lot of heals. So just keeps them alive longer, which is always helpful. This is 2nd place. And you can see everybody's health is pretty even. So, you know, these next rounds, I just got a YOLO. If we hit a 3-star of our Umbra, something like that, it can definitely help us carry through if we don't hit our Dragon Knight. And if we do hit the Dragon Knight, another thing I want people to see is I'm going to sell Venom, not my Shining, because you can see the Shining's doing quite a bit more damage than the Venom is. Oof. Painful. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So, Venom, goodbye. Hello, Dragon. And I'm getting rid of a 2 cost, but it is definitely helping my overall power, and we're going to kind of reposition here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now, if we hit that 3-star Umbra, we should be good. So I got rid of the 2-star Venom, but 1, his damage wasn't super high, and 2, now I'm 4-Knight instead of a 2-Knight synergy, so that's a really, really big buff to my tanks. Hopefully we can also hit our Hell Knight to 2-star, but at this point I need to be getting items, so I'm just going to take... I kind of wanted to get a Python wand, but it's not going to happen, so... One more. Ooh, Dark Spirit. That is very, very tempting, and I'm going to think about that. So I could drop my... I'm going to. This is kind of a... We're going to do this, here, and here. Dark Spirit just brings so much more damage, even than 3 Marksman. If you looked at my DPS meter back there, so if you go back and look in the game, Dark Spirit just brings way more. Look at that 5k damage. Door Sniper's not doing even close to that, and my other Marksmen are not doing... Even if you add up all of them, I don't think it's worth it, so... Here we go. We are going to lose, but hopefully we just hang on longer than everybody else. So once again there, I'm happy with that decision. I think that was the right choice. Wow, that person hit a 2-star Dark Spirit. Wow. Okay. Get it them. Now can we hold on? Oh, dang, that's the person that's ahead of me into third, too. Oof. Looks like this is probably a 4th place game, unfortunately. No, I just need the Dragon Umbra. Okay. We'll stay there. And I mean, my yeah, we'll just tank it up. So the Hell Knight is also unfortunate, the fact that we're not hitting that. I'm almost, yeah, no. We'll just stay with this. And ooh, I think we might be losing to this warrior. We'll see. Here's another really example. If I kept the dwarf sniper, I would have got wrecked by this warrior. The dark spirit's damage is just so much better against a 6 warrior than a dwarf sniper would be. Oh no, kill one more. Okay, nice. I killed, so I'm not out. Good. Okay, we bought ourselves one more round, which did bring us into 4th place, so that's good. And yeah, I would say this game went pretty terribly. Like, really not good luck on my rerolls, stuff like that. So, based on that, I'm pretty dang happy with the results. Here, I mean, I could go to my Hell Knight, but at this point it's kind of pointless. And I'm just going to go onto my Dragon Knight for the armor. Let's see. This person, how are we doing? Oh, the 3-star Abyssal Crawler. Yep. Get it? Oh, that armor definitely paid off onto my dragon. Oh, Soul Reaper, he didn't ult again. Oh well. But yeah, so it is a 4th place. Yeah, that's kind of to be expected. And unfortunately, really close to 3rd place. Really close to 3rd place. So that's unfortunate. But like I said, if we go look at this screen, I mean, that was some pretty terrible luck. Yeah, we even got +1 trophy. We committed to our comp. We went for it well. The comp did well in the lobby. I think all the choices I'm happy with. Items, I got really unlucky. I just kept getting like duplicates of items that aren't really that helpful. And also I got super unlucky about hitting my Dragon Knight. And same thing. You can see the guy who we almost held out onto 3rd place with, like, hits a 2-star Dark Spirit with Orb Refreshing and a 2-star Dragon Knight quite early. So we're not even close to that. And if you look at their gold, they actually had less gold than me, so they definitely high rolled just hardcore, and we almost kept up with them into 3rd place. So overall, very happy. But hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.